Good morning, my dear students of class 9th Lotus. I am your chemistry teacher, Miss Rajwant Kaur. As we were showing the chapter number 4, atomic structure and chemical bonding. Today we are going to discuss about the atom and its structure. So, atom is built from the number of subatomic particles. Now, what these subatomic particles can be? These subatomic particles are electrons, protons and neutrons. Here the properties of subatomic particles are given, by which symbol the electron, proton and neutron is denoted, and the charge over them, and their mass in atomic mass units and mass in grams also. So you have to learn this table. Now mainly there are two parts of an atom. First one is the nucleus, which is present at the center of the atom, and there are some empty space where there are imaginary paths. These are the imaginary paths where the electrons revolve, and these are known as orbits. So what is nucleus? Nucleus is mainly having protein and protons and neutrons into it, and collectively they are known as nucleon, and they are found into the central part of the nucleus. Now what are orbits? These are the imaginary paths where electrons revolve around the nucleus. I have already told you. So these are known as orbits or shells, you can say. Now what is atomic number? As we was discussed before, that the number of protons are always equal to number of electrons. So we call an atom as a electrically neutral. So the number of proton or either the number of electrons into an atom is known as its atomic number. So electron present in neutral atom, you can say that, or you can say protons present in nucleus of an atom or positive charge in the nucleus of an atom is known as a mass number, atomic number, and it is denoted by capital Z. Next is mass number. What is mass number? The sum of protons and neutrons, means the total number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus is known as its mass number, and it is denoted by A, and it is calculated in atomic mass units. Now what is electronic configuration? The distribution of electron in different shells. Like there are some shells in an atom, like first shell is K, second one is L, third one is M and N, and so on. So how you can find the number of electron in any of the shell? You can find it with the formula 2n square. N is the number of the shell. Like in the first shell it will be 2 into 1 square, so you will get 2 electron in the first shell, and if we put instead of n 2, then you are going to get 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So in this way you can find the electronic configuration of any of the metal, that is the distribution of electron in different shells. And the outermost shell of an electron cannot accommodate more than 8 electrons. So maximum capacity of the any of the atom outermost shell is 8 electrons. Now next is structure of magnesium atom. Now if we talk about the atomic number of magnesium, which is 24. So atomic number is its 12. So nucleus has 12 proton. You can find the number of neutrons by subtracting the protons from the atomic mass, and you will get 12 neutrons. So number of protons is 12, neutron is 12. As number of protons and electrons are equal in all the atoms, so it will also be 12. So if we are going to show the number of protons and neutrons in an atomic structure of magnesium, it can be shown like this. In the center there is a nucleus which is having proton and neutron into it. So you will fill or write here 12 protons and 12 neutrons. Then there are successive shells. In the first shell, according to the 2n square formula, there will be 2 electrons, so we put the 2 electrons here, and in the L shell we find that there should be 8 electrons, so we fill the 8 electrons here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So In the last shell 8, 9, 10 plus 12. So 12 is the atomic number. So in the last shell you will fill the 2 electrons, remaining 2 electrons. So in this way there are orbital diagrams of different atoms. So all of you have to learn the first 20 elements atomic number. So you will be able to draw the atomic structure or orbital diagram of these elements. Now what are valence electron? The number of electrons present in the last shell or outermost shell of atom are known as valence electron. So hydrogen is having only 1 electron in its valence shell, and carbon has 4 electron in its valence shell, so it has a 4 valence electron. Mainly the valence electron parts in any of the chemical activity when the element is going to react with any of the metal or any of the other element. At that time the valence electron take parts in chemical reaction. Now the elements which are having 1 or 2 or 3 electrons are known as metals. Which are having 1 or 2 or 3 electrons in valence shell are known as metals, because they can lose the electron, and as a result they form the cations. Like you can see sodium's atomic number is 11 and we written its electronic configuration, that is 281. So it will lose 1 electron, it will minus 1 electron from it, and as a result it will gain the positive charge over it, 1 positive charge, and 1 electron will get removed from it, and as a result it is known as sodium cation. They are also good reducing agents. And if we talk about the elements which are having 4, 5 or 6 or 7 electron in their valence shell are known as non-metals, because they will gain the electron, and as a result they will carry a negative charge over them, and as a result they are known as anion. Like chlorine's atomic number is 17, and when we written its electronic configuration it was 287, and here we can see that it should gain 1 more electron to complete its octet, 8 electron in the valence shell. So it gained 1 electron, added 1 electron to it, and as a result it got 1 negative charge over it, and its octet gets filled, and these are known as oxidizing agents. Now why mainly the chemical activity happens? What is the reason behind chemical reaction of an atom? So mainly to acquire a stable configuration, means to acquire a octet or to complete its octet or duplet, any of the element shows the chemical activity. So the main reason behind it, that atoms of all elements other than inert gases combine because they have incomplete valence shell, because their valence shell is incomplete. So for that purpose they combine with other one element, and as a result they acquire the stable electronic configuration. Now when this one element combine with other element to gain a stable configuration, at that time a bond is formed between them, which is a force of attraction between two atoms, which binds them together, and it is known as a chemical bond. Now what are isotopes? The isotopes are those which are having same number of proton but different number of neutron, and you can simply say that isotopes are the atoms of same element. They belong to the same element which are having the same atomic number but different mass number. Now you can see that their atomic number is same. Hydrogen is having 3 isotopes like deuterium, protium, deuterium, tritium. So it has 3 isotopes. These isotopes are the atoms of same element, that is hydrogen, and they are having same atomic number 1, 1, 1, but their mass number is different. Similarly, carbon is having 3 isotopes. So its atomic number is 6, which is same for all the atoms, but their mass number is different, that is 12, 13 and 14. So you have to learn this Examples of isotopes.